and I feel buzz-tastic to be here on HealthBuzz show.
Well, we're delighted to have you and come and give a perspective of what it's like to be a queen bee.
I think being a queen bee is such an amazing role. I really appreciate my drone workers and my worker bees.
Oh.
I love that my worker bees, they clean the hive and they feed the babies and they make the nectar and they go out to get the pollen and the nectar.
Well, you've got them working real hard for you, don't you?
And they treat you really well, don't they?
Yeah.
What do they do for you?
Well, they make the honey. They make the honey from the nectar, and they make us the special royal jelly and feed it to me.
Oh, you lucky dog.
And did you know I can lay 1,500 eggs per day?
Wow.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of
That's a big
eggs.
job for a queen, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you enjoy being the leader of the hive?
I love being the leader.
The queen bee?
Uh-huh. I'm bigger than all the other bees.
Now, there's something I heard about how bees communicate that very few people know about. How they tell other bees where the nectar is, the new flowers and plants. Could you tell us something about that?
Yes. The dance that they do is called the waggle.
The waggle?
The
The waggle.
The waggle.
The waggle is when one bee goes to a big patch of flowers that haven't been pollinated and still have lots of nectar. They go and back to the hive and they do the waggle, which is a dance.
Could you do?
Can you
so that's,
show us
that's
that dance?
giving the navigation, sort of the GPS coordinates where it is.
Sure.
Okay, let's see the GPS waggle.
And that's actual.
Yeah.
That is
And
so
I heard,
incredible.
depending on how many circles they do and how fast they do, it's all giving different coordinates, navigational coordinates, communications, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You're exactly correct.
Thank you. Well, I've heard that the hives are struggling these days, and there's some difficult times with some environmental toxins and all kinds of things. Could you tell me what's going on there?
Yes. Some of the bees, they go to the flowers and they collect the pollen and nectar, and that has pesticides.
Pesticides.
Yeah, and they bring it back to the hive and they feed it to the babies and me.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
You're getting poison, are you saying?
Yes, I'm exactly saying that. And they start getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And they feed it to me too, and I can't lay as many eggs as I used to lay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, so you won't feel like you're the real 100% queen if you can't lay all those eggs, right?
Exactly.
So what message do you have to we, the humans out here, the human race? Or what we should know about?
My message is, help us. You need us, and we need you. We're one. And if, as Albert Einstein once said, if the bees were to disappear, the human race may only live 4 more years.
Wow. Well, that just shows how dependent we are on bees. A lot of us take it for granted. We don't really, we just don't know a lot about bees, most of us. We just eat our foods, drink our coffees, right, Heather?
And don't think about where it comes from.
We don't think exactly. And also where it might not come from anymore if bees were to disappear.
Exactly.
And that's a short period of time for things to collapse.
Yeah, it sure is.
Plant your flowers.
Right.
So I want to thank you for your insightful message to all of us, and I think hopefully it makes us all more aware of what's going on with the beehives, that they can be compromised, they could be lost completely, and it's going to affect all our foods out there. And